is magnificent. Yes, the rap got the money to bet. That's the competition with the limited edition. Heavy caliber rhyme, shooting down the peace sign. The war's off the rail. One grab your shield, don't matter. Take the still and let these cats in the jail. Downplation, I ain't along on this collaboration. Money for the dick and ice, straight confrontation. With these armor, we beat the limbs up tomorrow. Matched up.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mr. Zerostar. Zerostar. So I guess in this hip hop gang at this point, what are you looking for? Like, is it? I mean, what do you see as an end result? I mean, do you see longevity, or do you just see about making a hit, then just kind of take the money and run?
I'm live. If you heard my LP, you obviously know I'm not trying to get money.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just trying to do me, man. I'm just trying to make the music, recreate those classics that I grew up listening to. Like I said, I had someone ahead of me, but you know, at the same time, like, shit is so different now. Like, I can't tell my brother I could call my brother's voicemail right now for you live, and you would be like, what is this on his voicemail? And I say the same shit, you know. So like, at this point, I'm not trying to save nothing. I'm not trying to be Superman and be like I'm the new guy. I'm just trying to get that feeling that I felt when I heard, you know, this guy or that girl or this person or that person, and I was like, oh shoot, you know, to the point where you just had to have it no matter what, and that shit like lightweight shaped your life for me. So that's all I'm trying to do, man. Just
which leads me to my next question. What is your title? Okay, yes.
Is that what you're asking about?
Actually, I was going to ask you about your process. Like, when you sit down and you start to write, collaborate, whatever it is you do to get the product out, get it on wax and commit it. You know, how do you go about doing it? Do you yoga? I mean, do you jog around the block a few times?
Nah, actually, I holler at Wes a couple times on AIM. He tells me about Young Jeezy. I say he's wet. Nah, I'm more of the like writer's lyricist. So that can apply to like a lot of different spreads, be it like a poet, a fucking rapper, a fucking whatever. So long story short, what I do, I'm no different than a motherfucker that writes a book. Or a person that just feels they right, period. I'm not good at math, I suck at math. But I've always gotten A's in English. So at some point, I came and I was like, all right, I'm all right with my words. So there are some days where I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to write the fucking greatest song ever. I'm about to give you this, that, I'm gonna say this, that, I'm gonna change the earth. And then there's some days when I wake up, ain't nothing happening. I just want to go to happy hour. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here and I want to do that. And so I'm the regular guy. The thing is, I just happen to be able to rhyme the words. You know what I mean? I'm not, any famous author or anything like that. But that's basically the only difference, and that's my process. Like, originally, before I was really on and making songs, yeah, it was just me in my head, like walking down the street, like, writing rhymes, or just me without no beat, because no one would give me a fucking beat. So I'm just writing like to whatever, and that's what it would be. And then like later on, it got to the point where after I, came out with the EP and I got used to writing beats. So a lot of times now what I do, I have a core group or just, beats around me, be it from Jay Dilla, the man down the street, Primo, Large Pro, the man under the street, like whoever, and I listen to it, and each one will give me a different feel. Like, I might hear one and be like, oh shit, I can make a song like, this is some like helpful shit, uplifting type shit, and I listen to it and I just get that vibe from the beat. So from there, the beat will tell me what to do, and I know a lot of people say that, but it's really true. And then after that, and still to the essence where like if it ever got to that point where, you know, people weren't sending me beats no more, I could still definitely go just in my head. But that's pretty much my process. Now, I just, whatever the mood I'm feeling, if I jump up and I'm like, ah, man, I'm a happy dude, man, let me go listen to this. You know, I'll go listen to a beat that's similar to that to give me that vibe. You know, if I got something to pen, I'll pen it. If not, that's it. You know, occasionally here and there, I stuff a few bars, a few rhymes in my head and not, but I'm not here to be Jay-Z and tell you that every single rhyme I wrote is in my head and I don't write it on paper. That's a freaking lie. You come to my house, I will show you the notebooks. You can see the slash marks, the commas, all that.
Right.
But, you know, there's a couple there.
Moving on here, I'm going to throw a cerebral curve at you. Here we go. Define freedom.
Freedom? Freedom, man, that's just you being able to do whatever you want to do on your terms and being able to go to sleep at night with it. That's the difference. A lot of people can't go to sleep at night with it. You can say you're free, you're this, you're that, but if you go to sleep and you don't feel that way, it's not real. Me being free is like, yo, I wrote this rhyme today and I can spit it out in front of the whole entire planet Earth and go to sleep peacefully. And there'd be no one down like, oh, maybe I offended her. And that's free.
In closing, one more question. What advice would you give?
Laughing at me.
She's amused. She's taking it all in. In closing, what advice would you give to young people?
Shit, I'm young. I'm give advice
who are trying to get in the game?
Shit, I ain't even in the game. But
or at least thinking about doing what you're doing right now.
You know what?
I'm talking about these little
shit. I'm still in the game, so motherfucker move back so I can get some room. But on the realistic tip, really, there comes a point, at least for me it did, so I can just share my experience. There came a point, I was in a group, I was doing this, I was doing that. Before that, I was wilding out, doing this, doing that. There comes a point where it has to come from you, and you have to be like, well, either I'm gonna do this here, or I'm gonna do this there. And whatever your choice is, that's what it comes down to. Either you have to be sick of people coming up to you saying, damn, you're ill, man. Do you have a CD? And you saying no. You have to be sick of that. Or you can be like, cool, you just wrecking open mics and acting like you the king of Columbus or Ohio or whatever fucking imaginary state that exists. Like, there comes a point where you have to have a cutoff point and you have to realize that you just have to do this shit and it's like all in or out. And pretty much after that, and that's basically what I did. I was in a group, shit wasn't working. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna just go ahead and really try it out. And that's where I met my man, shout out to Reed Dick, who I already knew previously, but it wasn't even meant for us to connect like that until. And after that, man, it's just pretty much been me just going for mine since. So my advice for anybody is just do what you feel is necessary. Don't ever wait on anybody. That's the one thing. Don't ever wait. Just do what you gotta do.
What do you want to tell the world?
Tell the world, man, to go cop the Forever It's Never Really That Long EP, man. LP. I'm sorry if I said EP. It's out on Weighless.net. You can do that at Weighless.net, MySpace.com/Zerostar82. Sandbox Automatic, fucking RapReviews.com gave it an 8.5 out of 10. That's damn near a perfect. I mean, I'm just here repping Columbus hip hop, man, going for mine.
Thank you.
Just trying to do what I can do.
All right. Good job. Thank you.